Hey, I just want to talk a little bit about a few comics that I've read in the past few days. Just want to review them, I guess, tell you what to look for and what not to look for. I'll start off with a good one. This is Crypt of Terror, Crypt of Shadows, sorry. Crypt of Shadows from Marvel, and it's written by none other than Al Ewing, who is doing Immortal Hulk. It's a horror comic, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a breeze to read. It's different artists. No, it's the same artists. I thought it was more than one story, but it's just one story. It's just a really, really, it's a tiny story, really. Here, I'll just give you some nice docs. It's a story about a guy who's afraid of dogs, and it's nicely wrapped up. He starts off in one place and he ends up in another, and I just I really enjoyed it. It's $3.99. Yeah. What are you gonna do, right? This is not the best cover. I think there's another cover. I can't remember which one. It's a variant cover, but this cover is okay. But if you can find one of the variants, there are two more, and one of them is really good. I could only get this because this was the only one my comic shop had. So I like it. It's a good horror story if you like horror, and we're gonna stay in the horror genre, cause no, it's not horror, but it's horrible. Yuck! It's Colin Bunn. Is that right? No, 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 no. Sorry about that. It's Gillen or Gillen. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kieran Gillen or Gillen, who did, I think he did Uncanny X-Men as well, and that was a horrible run. That's one of the worst ones for me ever. It was just, I don't know why I bought this. I guess I thought it might be good. The artwork by Vingard is yeah, it's fine. The story is just bland and boring, and the characters are just stereotypical and bland and ugh, and don't do it. Just no. Really horrible. Now this one has one of the best covers this year so far. Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror. It's also a horror book. But I think poor old Edgar Allan Poe would spin in his graves many times, all the way to the moon and back. This is a leftist political satire, something like that. Take on America. I don't need politics in my comic books. If I have politics in my comic books, I want it to be really, really good written. I want it to be smart and funny and say something meaningful, not just the right wing sucks and the lefts are good and all women are victim and they're brave, and I'm so tired. don't don't do that to my comic books. Come on, man. Do it somewhere else. Do a manifest or something. Don't do it here. The cover is really good. It's a swipe of Jaws, of course. It's funny. I like it. It's on the back. There's like a clean one, except for the horrible code sticker up there. But it's really nice. There are 3 different stories in here. Maybe no, 4. Sorry, 4 different stories. The last one is actually a little bit like, it's like, you remember Mad Magazine? It's like that. For me, that had a Mad Magazine feel. That was okay, but it's like two pages with no words. $3.99. I don't think so. They have a mummy story in here, which I didn't like. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. Sorry, 6 stories. Wow. No. Maybe. Something like that. 5, 6 stories. It's all blends together to this abysmal... I'm not right wing. You can probably tell. I went to a socialist school that was really a communist school for my last 3 years of school. And I have a lot of political views that lean toward socialism. I'm very left wing for you guys. I'm lost to you guys. But I thought I was a communist for a long time. But then, I think last year actually, I read the manifest. Have you ever read that? And then I thought, I'm definitely not a communist. Because that's horrible. That's, oh my God, that's terrifying. That's more terrifying than this book. If you really want to be scared, you read the Communist Manifesto. Then you get scared. I am a socialist, I guess. But I'm so tired of all this victim politics. I'm not into that at all. You know, yeah, we did horrible things during history. We're going to make up for it all now? Really? We're going to make it all better now? No. You know, equal rights is a given for me, and I think in Denmark we have equal rights. I don't think the problem is what everybody says it is. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents here. I think the problem is that we're a society who's focusing mainly on money. That money is the big thing. If you have money, you're a hero. Right? All the people we adore are rich people. All the politicians are rich. All the famous film actors and musicians are very rich. And we just like that. We like money. Money is a sign that you succeeded in life. And I think that's where we failed. I think a sign that you succeeded in life should be that you're a good person. But it's not. It doesn't matter if you're a good person or not. In the Western world, anyway. I don't know too much about. But I think it's the same all over the world. Money is where it's at. And I think one of the reasons it's like that, and it keeps being like that, we had 10 years ago maybe, we had a crisis in Denmark. Not the financial one, we had a different one. We had a financial one as well, but we had a different crisis with I remember the nurses were involved. They're always involved. They get a pretty good salary, I think. But they didn't feel appreciated. And the government solution was to raise their salary. And I'm thinking, that's not the solution. If you don't like what you're doing, if you don't feel appreciated, if we feel that as a society we need to... Sorry about my hair, I need to get a haircut. We need to appreciate people for who they are and what they do instead of how much money they have. Yeah. I think we're doing something wrong then. I think we need to appreciate people for who they are. And it starts at the top. It would start with the president, and your president is all about money. So, but the next one maybe. And I'm sorry to say it, but the Cortez woman, I can't remember her name, doesn't matter. The Cortez person, she's a woman. She just got into Congress and now she has a luxury apartment. And she's supposed to be all about the people. I mean, I think you need to send a message when you're in power that you want changes, but you have to incorporate yourself in the changes. You can't just say, yeah, you should all, just like people for who they are, give me more money. It doesn't work like that. Money is not part of Christianity. It is sort of now. And with all I don't understand that you have all those TV preachers and they can get money. I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how people do that. But it must be some psychological thing. We'll get into that in a different episode. Sorry, I'm rambling here about politics. But it's because this is, especially the first story, it's so left-leaning that, I just threw up in my mouth. a few times while reading it. And I don't want to do that when I'm reading comic books. I don't want you to tell me how the world is. I know what the world is like. I'm 46 years old. I'm old. I know stuff, you know? I don't know everything, you know? I can learn new things, but I don't want you to tell me that women are all treated horribly, and because they're not, you know, it's crap. It's crap. And all this women in comics and all that. Oh, come on. I'm tired of it. Sorry. They have my favorite Edgar Allan Poe story here. It's not The Raven. Not for me. It's The Murders in the Rue Morgue. And it's really, really terrible. It's like done like a comedy thingy. This is the orangutan. No, you read this. If you don't have it, you go find it. It's called Edgar Allan Poe's Morella and the Murders in the Rue Morgue. Look at that beast of an orangutan. It's by Richard Corbin. If you don't know who he is, you put down that Danny whatever ghostwriter book right now. You go to the internet, you Google that guy, you go out, you buy a comic book by him because he's a master. He's up there with all the best. He's Kirby, Ditko, Mobius. If you don't know who Mobius is, just don't bother. Richard Corbin is a legend. And this comic book it feels like, this is just a page, but it feels like Edgar Allan Poe was doing his own comic book. That's what it feels like. Look at this, like the horror, the terror. My copy is pretty beat up because I read them. It's not going to be worth like $1 million, this comic book, someday. Okay, so this is the end. So just like, if you don't want to, if you're already on the way to the comic shop now running, so you're not going to see this anyway, but this is like the horror. I love it. Richard Corbin is from Dark Horse. It's a $3.99 book, yes. Sadly. But it's probably in a dollar bin somewhere. I don't know if it's worth anything. I don't think it's worth anything. But this, if you like Edgar Allan Poe, if you want to experience him in a comic book form, this is it. Sorry for my rambling on socialism and communism. That was it. Oh, I just want to show, probably going to be one of my covers of the year. I just got this. Nightwing 57. Jeff DeCal. Or Decal. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Decal. It's amazing. It's fantastic. I'm speechless. I'm not really, because I'm still talking, but I should be. It's really nice though. Really nice cover. So, to sum it up, Crypt of Shadows, Marvel, $3.99. Al Ewing, yes. No. If you're like, yeah, feminism and everything left wing, then you're probably going to enjoy this. If you're like, politics and comics, if it's not smart or really well done or funny, no, don't try to teach me how to think. It's just don't. And don't do Edgar Allan Poe. Don't go and shit on his grave, basically. Don't do that to him. It's not nice. I don't know how the first three are. They might be excellent. This might be a one-off. I thought it was going to be a horror comic. I thought it was going to be really frightening. Because the cover is very good. But no. Read Edgar Allan Poe. Yes. Corbin. Yes. All right. That's it. Thank you very much. Goodbye.